good, Commanders fans? Just wanted to do another quick update for you guys and a quick shout out to BetUS for sponsoring today's video. Earlier, I did talk about Derek Carr. So they did come out with some information about Derek Carr. I mean, their head coach did a press conference, the Saints head coach, and then our coach, Dan Quinn, did a press conference. But I'll read the tweet that came out from Ian Rappaport and Tom Pelissero. It says, Saints quarterback Derek Carr did, in fact, suffer a significant fracture in his non-throwing hand, per me and Tom Pelissero. He's expected to miss several weeks based on where we are in the season. This is almost certainly season ending. Now, the head coach, he kind of debunked this or went away from it. But yeah, so yeah, Ian Rappaport said based on where we are in this season, this is potentially season ending, edited for clarity. And then I'm going to read what the Saints coach said. So Darren Rizzi is his name. So I did see I watched the Saints game where they should have lost to the Giants. But the Graham Gano's kick got blocked when it was 11-14, and the guy the Saints defender hurdled over a Giants lineman and blocked the kick. So that was a heck of a play by the Saints lineman. So head coach Darren Rizzi said they'll have to make a decision today about whether Spencer Rattler or Jake Haener will start in the event that Derek Carr does not play. He's that person. That person will get the majority of the reps this week. They'll meet on that this afternoon. A lot of these beat reporters have a lot of typos when they type on Twitter. Darren, and then this is the beat reporter's name is Catherine Terrell. She's a Saints beat reporter. She said that Rizzi was asked if a quarterback can play with a broken hand. He said it's been done before, and it appears at the moment that it's non-surgical. If it was surgical, we'd be having a different conversation, which is why this is going to remain day to day. The coach goes on to say that Derek Carr will be a week-to-week situation and does not anticipate him landing on injured reserve. He said Carr is also in the concussion protocol. He says also, basically he was kind of upset about, Darren Rizzi also said the reports of Derek Carr missing several weeks with a broken hand is a little bit false. So he was not happy with Ian Rappaport and Tom Pelissero. He said he's not expected to go on injured reserve as non-surgical, so he would be day-to-day this week, then week-to-week after, also in concussion protocol. So Derek Carr has to defeat two things. He has to overcome concussion protocol. He has to overcome his broken hand as well. Now, somebody in my last video was kind of not upset that I posted the thumbnail of him nose diving or face planting into the field at MetLife Stadium and injuring his hand. Like, I didn't post that with any ill will or maliciousness, but I thought it was kind of funny. I'm not going to laugh at his injury. I'm a Derek Carr fan. Like I said, I like Derek Carr's game. I wanted us to trade for Derek Carr 2 years ago. I really did. I thought he played really well with the Vegas Raiders. After that one season, they went to the playoffs, and he threw like 30 touchdowns or something like that. But it was just silly. It was silly on the coach's behalf or the offensive coordinator to call a design run on like 2nd and 10, and he didn't even get the first down. And then the next play, Jake Haener comes in, he gets pushed back, and they don't even make it. They have to punt it to the Giants, who Drew Lock drove them down and put them in field goal range. So it was just kind of a Shaq and a fool moment to call a design run with Derek Carr and him doing a Cam Newton Superman dive back in the 2015 season Cam Newton or 2014 season Cam Newton and try to do a design run for a first down. He face plants and doesn't even get the first down. So it was kind of funny watching it. But then when you saw him get hurt, it's like, oh, dang, he really is injured, because he was laying down motionless for a good 2 minutes and he was out of it. So honestly, for his safety, he shouldn't play. And like somebody else commented that we're scared of Derek Carr. Come on now, let's be real. With or without Derek Carr, we should beat them. Even though Derek Carr is a solid quarterback. They are going to be missing Chris Olave. They are going to be missing Taysom Hill. He's done for the year. Rashid Shaheed is done for the year. They have a lot of injuries. So, yeah, Rashid Shaheed, Chris Olave, Taysom Hill done for the year. And then now Derek Carr, 90% is going to be out. And I think Darren Rizzi, he was upset with the several weeks comment from Tom Pelissero and Ian Rappaport, but he's trying to kind of have gamesmanship and like leave the door open for Derek Carr potentially playing when we know that's not going to happen. It's either going to be Rattler or Jake Haener, and it probably is going to be Jake Haener. If I was the Saints, I would start Spencer Rattler since you just drafted him, just to see what you got. And the young man, he did not play well on Thursday Night Football against Bo Nix and got blown out and threw an interception, I believe. So it would be kind of an evil level playing field since people want to compare our guy to Bo Nix, Jaden Daniels would play against Spencer Rattler, we would have to blow them out. But we need to blow them out anyway. Whether it's Haener or Spencer Rattler, Derek Carr, we need to take care of business against these guys and control our own destiny. So that really is the update on Derek Carr. Like I said, like that concussion, that was a legit concussion because he really did face plant into the turf, and also like the hand fracture is no joke too. That's no joke at all. So like I said, it does give us an advantage, and we did lose to Cooper Rush. So I don't want to be like, oh man, this is an automatic win, because you got to play what's in front of you. You got to play the team in front of you. You got to take care of business, because we lost to the Cowboys with Cooper Rush, where we blocked the punt, we blocked the field goal, they missed the field goal, they fumbled, and they gave us the ball with great field possession, and we did not a thing with it until the fourth quarter with 2 minutes left. That's the only time where the offense really looked like an offense, except for that one drive where Jaden ran in for a touchdown. So that's the point there. It's just keeping it aware. I think we're like 3-point favorites on BetUS. Once again, shout out to BetUS. Make sure you guys use promo code YouTube150. Have a good deal going on. First-time users, you get 150% deposit match up to $2,000 using promo code YouTube150. And also, second and third-time users, you get use promo code YouTube150 again for 125% deposit match up to $2,000 on BetUS. So like I said, BetUS, I think we're 3-point favorites right now. When they announced Derek Carr being out, we're probably going to be like 5.5 favorites. So I would smash the money line Commanders right now and take advantage of that. It's probably like minus 175, minus 180, I would think. So I got to double check on BetUS, but take it before it goes to like minus 200, minus 300, something like that, when they announce that Rattler or Haener is the starter. All right, so quickly, let's go. So Jamison Crowder, his 21-day window, his practice window is coming or something like that. Let me read it real quick. His where is it at, man? Jamison Crowder, and I think this is good news because you want to have an option. So Olamide Zaccheaus is messing around. So yeah, the Commanders have opened the 21-day practice window for wide receiver Jamison Crowder. I've always liked Jamison Crowder back in his days in 2016, 2015 with Kirk Cousins. I've always thought he's been a good second or third option, a good slot receiver. Receiving wise, he may not give as much, but he can give us a little punch, a little pop off the bench. But as a special teams guy, punt returner, he had the best punt return since the last time he returned a punt for a touchdown against the Ravens in 2016. So that punt return he had against the Falcons last year was really, really good. He didn't get in the end zone, but he got us in field position. And if he can do that and just field the punts and not muff punts, that would be great. He did fumble a punt last year against the Jets that helped us get Jaden Daniels because he lost that game. But I do feel like he's a better punt returner than Olamide Zaccheaus. That's just my opinion. Olamide has kind of put us in some bad spots. He muffed the punt against the Steelers, and then I think he muffed another punt but got it back. So he's been kind of iffy the last couple of weeks. So I mean, I know Dan Quinn's giving Zane Gonzalez more chances, and he's giving Olamide more chances. But yeah, if Olamide, he's on thin ice in my opinion. So if Olamide muffs another punt or fumbles a punt, put Jamison Crowder in there, man. And honestly, I would have started Jamison Crowder anyway from the jump instead of switching it up and putting Olamide back there anyway. So that's just my thoughts on it. And then Marshon Lattimore, real quick. Hopefully this is like the last time we really got to do an update. Maybe Wednesday will be like the last time we do an update, or really Friday. This week should finally be the last time that we have to do updates and Marshon Lattimore watch. Dan Quinn said last week went well for cornerback Marshon Lattimore. A lot of top speed running, hitting all the markers. Very encouraged about the work he and the medical team have put in, end quote. Also, Quinn said they wanted to see how he handles the different speeds, change of directions in practice. So things are trending upward. Adam Schefter said things are going well for Marshon Lattimore. He said that even Adam Schefter was like, hey, he thinks that he's going to play against the Saints, and this is his homecoming game against New Orleans as well. Somewhat of a revenge game, if you want to call it that. And Dan Quinn also said, we're very encouraged about all the work that he and the medical team put in. We put him through a lot of tests, and he's hit all the marks up until now. So they just want to see him do change of direction and practice, different things like that. We know the media will record a little bit of practice on Wednesday, so we will see some clips of him moving around, flipping his hips, changing direction, clicking and closing and stuff like that. Probably doing some drills with Ben St. Juice, one-on-one stuff. So I am intrigued to see how he moves. And from those clips, we can analyze them as much as we can, but you can't take too much away from a 30-second clip. But I do think he's going to play. I'm pretty optimistic he's going to play. So that is good news coming from Dan Quinn for sure. Kind of just piggybacking some of the stuff that he said last week during the bye week. So good news on Marshon Lattimore. Jamison Crowder coming back pretty soon. Like I said, Olamide, he's on thin ice, so you might have to throw Jamison in there. as the punt returner, and Andrew Wiley is trending upwards as well. So that's good news, even though Cornelius Lucas played well last week against the Titans. So you could really keep it with Brandon Coleman at left tackle, and then Cornelius Lucas at right tackle. Or if you want to have Cornelius Lucas be the swing, come off the bench, Brandon Coleman at left tackle, Andrew Wiley at right tackle. Or, you know, I mean, that's probably what they're going to do. When Wiley comes back, they're definitely going to start Wiley. And then Brandon Coleman will stay on the left side for sure. All right, you guys let me know what you guys think. As always, Hell's Commanders, shout out to BetUS. Peace.